Wandaya Sunda Sua Wandaya Sua Tora Tatia Ai ora sua sua batuando a sorta taesa inakua rutua 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 rutu tore te akata koyanta satua ishakoto ko rutu ita 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 Ando e shanti a socorro kashor takaya taka. Naya sorro to Hi, I'm Angela. Welcome to my channel, Angelic Light Frequencies. I channel the angelic aspect of my higher self and bring through sacred sounds, tones, and frequencies that activate, awaken, and heal. Calling in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Archangel Michael in the south. The silver sword covered in sapphire blue plasma fire. Sparkling sapphire blue like you've never seen before. Coming in with a sword of cutting any cords that no longer serve us, any lower, slower, or denser vibrational energies that are not of our highest good. He cuts these away with his sword. Then he puts a silver blue ball of protection around us, of impenetrable light. This bubble is around us and nothing can penetrate it. It is sealed with love, the source love, the love of God. Calling Archangel Raphael in the east, emerald green crystal wand, glowing, plasma, emerald green liquid inside that is bright like fire. The physical manifestation of God's light. Comes closer and you feel his emerald green healing light. Over us, emerald green plasma, liquid fire surrounds us and holds us and encases us. Healing. The healing light of God. God heals. Raphael, God heals. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for your presence with me. Thank you. Breathe in to source light into my heart. And I'm grateful, and I'm safe, and I'm protected, and I'm loved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Expanding my heart in love. Kuarita 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 kianto ya sakatu aisianto. Ndaya sukuarita inda. Asukuaranda susuinda. Isha 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 ko 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 shu 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 inda ta 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 su 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 su. Anda karunda inda karandia sukutokoyanto. Ayato atu 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 karu tu. Isato korunda. Asunda yatando ndo enda dia anda karundo torata isatua. Asatua. 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 Mbatuando isaka rutua. Rutua. Yes. I am introducing a new series today for the month of June called 30 Seconds of Awakening. There's a concept in spirituality concerning how time passes for humans on the earth plane versus how time passes for spirit on the higher planes of consciousness. And one of the theories is that the average human life is equivalent to 8 minutes in spirit time. So if we assume an average human life is 80 years long, then 1 minute of spirit time is equal to a decade, 10 years of human life. I'm actually coming up on my 5-year awakening anniversary. 5 years since my spontaneous Kundalini awakening. That would be 30 seconds in spirit time. The month of June has 30 days. I have 30 seconds of my awakening experience that I'd like to share with you. Every day in the month of June, I'll focus on 1 second of my awakening experience. For the non-math people out there, no worries, I got you. I did the math. 1 second would be equivalent to about 2 months. As I'm recording this, it's really early in the morning on June 2nd, where I'm located. So I actually owe you the 1st second of awakening and the 2nd second. I had my spontaneous Kundalini awakening on June 18th in 2021. It was 2 days before the summer solstice. The summer solstice was on June 20th. And it had been storming all day. Thunder, lightning, rain, wind, hail. And I really love the weather and the storms and Mother Nature. It got towards the evening hour and there was a break in the storm. So I decided to throw my shoes on and go outside. See what it was looking like. I went out there and it was kind of like an eerie calm. calm after the storm, peaceful feeling, and a stillness, like a different kind of peace, that divine peace. And I felt gratitude for the beauty and the power of Mother Nature. I was just enjoying the beautiful view in the sky, admiring the beauty that is Earth. As I'm standing outside, I feel a bolt of electricity shoot up my left foot, up through my left leg, all the way up the left side of my body, and then all the way down the right side of my body, down my right leg, out my right foot, back into the earth. I thought I maybe had been struck by lightning. The hair on my arms was standing up, felt tingly and warm. My heart was beating really fast. I had all this energy. I was really, really hyped up, like real hype. I didn't know what happened to me. I go inside. I am basically pacing, walking. And I'm just trying to focus on my breathing and slowing my breathing and deepening my breathing so I can calm down. I'm talking a lot, telling my husband what I just experienced, what just happened to me. And I just can't stop talking and I can't stop pacing. Eventually, I calm down a bit and I start thinking about all these different things, difficult situations or traumas or things that had hurt me. I begin to cry and release a lot of hurt and pain and shame and guilt surrounding these events. I'm standing by the window, I'm looking out the window, I'm just sobbing. And I lay on the floor and I'm sobbing. And at one point I'm on the floor on my hands and knees, still crying, still breathing, still alive. And I begin to notice and feel this energy at the base of my spine. And then I begin to notice that I can move this energy throughout my body utilizing conscious thoughts. So all I had to do was think in my head, moving this energy up from my root chakra to my sacral chakra, and then I would feel it move instantaneously before I could even finish the thought. So I bring this energy from the base of my spine, from my root chakra, and I start bringing it up my spine, up through my sacral chakra, up through the solar plexus, continuing up through the heart, up into my throat, and then it felt like it sort of got stuck, like it couldn't go any farther, so it came out of my mouth, and I actually coughed. So I thought, wow, that's really weird. That's never happened before. What the heck was that? I go to sleep that night and I wake up the next day and my husband and I went somewhere. I don't really recall where, but there were other people there that we knew, and we were talking to them, and my husband brings up this experience I had the night before where I got struck by lightning. So I'm really put on the spot. So I began to tell about this experience I had, not even knowing what it is myself. My logical mind rationalizes it and explains it away. And I say that I thought I got struck by lightning. And I thought that the shoes I was wearing that day, I thought there was a hole in the rubber sole. So all I could think was, somehow some ground lightning struck, possibly miles away, and somehow traveled through the ground all the way to my foot, to the hole in my shoe, and then went into my body. And this is how I explained it to people, that I had been struck by lightning, that I wasn't wearing the proper footwear. It was so weird. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought there's got to be something else to this. At one point I decided I'm going to go find that shoe that I was wearing. So I go through the closet, I find the shoes, and I looked at the bottom of them, both of them, and there was no hole. There was no hole. They weren't damaged. They weren't worn and old as I thought they were. Both of the rubber soles were perfectly intact. Wait a second. If the rubber soles were intact, there's no way that could have been lightning. There's no way. Rubber is not a conductor of electricity. It wouldn't have hit me like that. So I start searching online, moving energy up the spine with thought. Energy moving up and down your body unexpectedly. Feeling like I got struck by lightning, but I didn't. And what comes up, of course, is that I experienced a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. So I began to educate myself so I could have a vocabulary around what happened to me. Moving into the second of awakening, the 2 months that followed, around this time was my birthday. I share my birthday with my son. Birthdays have evolved. The first couple birthdays, especially the first one, don't necessarily have to worry about too much. They're a baby then. It's pretty easy. At this point, my son was turning 4. This is when I wanted to make really good. Put a lot into it. Got all his presents. I got a piñata. I got the cake. I made a special dinner. I wrapped all the presents. And I just tried to make it so special for him, with absolutely no regard for me or my birthday or what I wanted on my birthday. Just complete 100% focus on him. And I learned that year that putting all that focus on him, nobody put any focus on me. Which makes sense, because I didn't put any focus on me. So my outside reality simply mirrored what was happening internally within me. Nobody thought about me. Nobody asked, what did I want? What was my favorite dinner and cake flavor? No. Isn't to say that nobody wished me a happy birthday, right? I did get a lovely card from one of my stepdaughters, and my mom, of course, wished me a happy birthday, gave me a card, and my husband wished me a happy birthday, of course. My son. But I didn't hear from my dad that year, or my stepmom, or my stepdad, or brothers, or my cousins. or my boss. Everyone just forgot I existed that year. Absolutely pouring everything into my son's birthday and making sure he felt special. Surprisingly, I wasn't really that sad. I went into my birthday with 0 expectations. And I wasn't gonna let the fact that nobody thought of me or remembered that ruin my day, ruin my spirit, ruin my mood, ruin my birthday. So I made a choice to be grateful that day. Grateful I was alive still on this earth, celebrating another year. I made a choice to let that be a reflection of those people. And it didn't have to be something that I carried. It didn't have to be something that I looked at as a reflection of my worth or of how much those people loved me. Because I love myself. I decided to love myself that day. And I decided to love myself all of the days. Because if I didn't do it, no one else was going to do it for me. No one else is going to take care of me, or love me, or validate me in the way that I wanted and needed it. That could only come from me. That could only come from within. That could only come from inside. A few days after my birthday, I received a promotion. I remember deciding I was going to keep it to myself, keep it quiet, because I didn't want anybody to feel any type of way, hurt or jealous, rather than looking at it as something like, oh, that's appearing in my field because I can have that. So I don't need to be jealous of that person. I can just be thankful that that person exists and showed me this possibility, this thing that I also want that can be mine. And so I can cheer that person on, but not everybody is at that point. So I didn't tell anybody. Eventually I told my mom. And eventually I decided to stop hiding it, and I told my husband. As part of this series, I'm going to show receipts here, people. I will show you a picture from my Apple Watch. I was wearing my Apple Watch the day that I had my spontaneous Kundalini awakening. And it tracks your heart rate, your beats per minute. And you'll see on the tracker for that day, at the time I had this experience, you'll see the beats per minute spike in this picture. So I'm going to show that picture here. I'm also going to look back at my journal and read a little excerpt from that time period. Okay, this was our birthday. I did not expect any of these people to contact me or wish me a happy birthday, but it did hurt. No visibility, it sucked. When I think of the role each person plays in my life, it all seems irrelevant. It doesn't matter if we are a family. Where are my people? My tribe? Friends? Hello? I have not nurtured any relationships. It is easy to blame others for feeling sad and disappointed because they did whatever. But truthfully, this is a reflection on me. If I don't nurture any relationships, they will fade away. If I don't maintain contact and visits and am not present for them, they won't be there. I do believe I have been a good friend, cousin, sister, daughter. I am a loyal wife and a loving mother. But my happiness does not depend on any of these people or any of these roles. My happiness comes from within myself. I feel joy and happiness and love in my heart. I love myself how I am right now. I love and accept myself as I am. Happiness is within myself and is my responsibility. I'm grateful for the relationships I have with mutual love. I love my life. I'm worthy of love and respect. I love myself, my body. I accept where I am in life and will only grow from here. I am getting better, changing and growing and progressing. I don't ever have to worry about having enough. The universe will always supply more than I need. My family and I will always be stable. The universe will take care of us. Well, that concludes my first 2 seconds of awakening. I will bring through some light codes briefly to ground us into the earth. And my hope for you today is that you will find moments of joy throughout your day. So with those intentions, if you'd like to join me and tap into these codes, please drop into a state of presence. Focus on your breath, breathing in the love and light of the universe. Breathing out all that does not serve us. A couple more breaths like this. Breathing in the love and light of the universe. Breathing out all that does not serve us. I love the birds in the morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grateful. Pasuatu kianto, ayatua isatuanto, asorta kayanta kishi, isorta katakorta kamata kaitia, antua satua, isatuaya, aruto tuita canto. Arruto kotokoya nakatikiasa kotokoyanto I shoruto inta asurta karta korta kartkia I satuya ita korta kayanto ay satuisha asurto koya shorta kayana katakia ay asurto kita kayana katakatakoya ay saruto turta kaya sua ay sarut kurut koya sua dai satui ya saya suratan tandu dai surata kaya ay sua tua sia tua ay tua tia tua ta Aruto koyanto. Iso ruto koishishashashia. Aindo korundo kotokoyanto. Ina surta cantua. Isatuya tua tua tua. Ishukorunta kayanto. Anto isa tuya surto koyanto. Ayasua. Isurta koya. Antuya tu. Asia tu kianto isha shoi asor taka yun to ko taka yasukor taka yun to ko yas ayaso so aruto ko taka yan taka yishishanto ain taka yan to taka yishishanto. Sending the unconditional love of Source to all of you. Take a few deep breaths and ground this energy down into the earth, deep into Mother Gaia, feeling roots growing from your sacral chakra down through your root chakra, down your legs, down into the earth. Grounding that energy down. Feeling love and gratitude in your heart. Thank you. We are complete. The session is now closed. Thank you.